did it. The spring semester is complete. We survived this online experience thus far. This is our latest episode of Campus Conversations. We're coming to you here as the semester has drawn to an end, or drawn to an end. How do I say that? Drawn to a close. All right. This is Campus Conversations. We're coming to you now at the end of the semester, and we have learned a lot about this experience. And I'm here with Christopher Smalls, and we are really appreciative of everything that we've gotten to do this semester, and kind of excited to just recap it here and share a little bit about the things that we've learned, and just see how it's going to take us forward. This has been a really interesting learning curve for all of us with regards to adapting to this new circumstance. And I gotta say, aside from the tragedy and all of the terrible things that have been associated with COVID, I feel like I've grown a lot in learning how to strengthen myself in other areas to be better at what we do. What do you think, Chris? How's this experience been for you?
Definitely. I mean, it's definitely showed me how much more of a technology-based this society really is, and how much like everybody can handle it, even though there's a pandemic going on. A lot of people are still working, still going to school and things like that, and it might bring that extra anxiety, but, eventually we'll all conquer it. So
I think the technology thing has been, I always thought I was pretty tech savvy, but I found myself in the past couple of weeks learning even more about things that I didn't think I'd learn about, and just getting more comfortable with what good technology can bring. I think oftentimes people like have this idea that young people and their technology, like the conversation has really shifted. Like a year ago, it was like, young people and their phones, they don't know how to live in the world. And now it's like young people and their phones are helping us live in the world.
yeah.
It's really kind of profound. It's humbling in a lot of ways. I want to give you a shout out here, Chris, because as a fellow, as a young person, you and I teaming up, but especially you, have been really instrumental in helping campus ministry kind of adapt to this with your ideas and your creativity about doing these conversations and about what ideas are coming in the future for us. So yeah, good on you, man. Good work. What has been the most exciting thing about this entire process for you of going online and changing, adapting your job and your schoolwork? Has there been something that you really held on to?
Honestly, just learning, new things and new ways to attack like either projects or work or things like that, and just the experience to have, working over Zoom with, either meetings or like schoolwork or things like that. So that's been really impactful on what this pandemic has really gone through.
And we're seeing it with our students too. I think that was the thing that impressed me the most. I think when we started this whole thing, being like in our position where we are, in the position of offering ministry to the students and being of service, your first thought is like, all right, how can we be of service to the people that we work with and things? But I found that the students right away were already being of service to us and to everyone else with their own abilities. And, whether they were putting together their own videos, getting their own Zoom meetings together for their clubs. I was hearing a lot of people saying how their clubs were already doing that before the moderators even got involved, which is awesome. But then even too, I don't know if you got a chance to see that graduation video that the college put together, which was awesome, which was so full of student reflections.
Yeah.
It was full of students who were asked to videotape themselves and offer reflections. And that was awesome, right? Did you get a chance to check that out?
Yeah, it's pretty cool, like you said, like just the whole video. It's awesome, very well put together.
Yeah, I think so. That was our on-campus and marketing team orchestrated it all. And I know Sam Miller reached out to us or me about putting in a little video piece in there. But then also too, like everyone individually, especially the students getting together and like saying, okay, this is what I'm going to say. This is how I'm feeling. And the seniors, um, yeah, I was really moved by it. I thought it was really cool. And another moment where it's like, man, we got this figured out. Like this is, it's going to be okay. It's different, but it's going to be okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. How's that garden going?
Good. It's getting big.
Yeah. And I've been we've been doing a little planting in the back, but I feel like it's been such a game of patience. I don't know how, but like
Oh yeah,
teaching you to be
definitely.
so patient, right?
Yeah, for sure. Some of my plants started dying, so I had to change the way I like attack them. And I had to transplant some out and put them in their own individual pot. Because they were starting to take over my garden. So it's like showing me different ways of how to, when like it's not really that tough, but when tough things are coming, you can go in a different direction and still conquer that. You know.
Well, I think gardening is such a metaphor for so many aspects of life. And,
Yeah.
to put the campus ministry hat on for a moment here, you look at scripture and there's so many references and parables where, the Lord is teaching us about gardening and sowing seeds and the process of taking the time to watch those seeds grow and develop. It's all over the place in scripture, and there's a reason for it. And I think you're experiencing that. I'm experiencing that. Um, the process, and when it doesn't start to always go the way you think, being able to reroute it and say, all right, well, I think I got to try this and do this, which is like such a perfect metaphor for this whole
Yeah.
pandemic.
It's also very humbling too, to like really, if you think about it, you planted a seed maybe 2 weeks ago and nothing happens, and then
Yeah,
all of a sudden overnight you got a little green little thing popping out of the ground. So
yeah,
it's cool.
it's awesome. Yeah. What are you getting plans for the summer? I know it's kind of tough because we're not really, making plans for the summer. But do you have any things? Things tend to slow down for us on campus. Um, Not so much this year. I think we got some really good ideas that we're gonna start to share with the college. But any personal little adventures you're gonna look to try to conquer this summer?
Not really, mostly just focusing on the self-care aspect that we talked about last video.
Mhm.
I feel like that is just like now is like a huge opportunity to really focus on that more, especially, while hopefully this pandemic and this quarantine is almost over, like just practicing, like taking care of myself, and I feel like that will help me reflect on my future.
No, amen.
What about you?
Amen. Yeah, same here, man. I think I'm in this similar boat where nothing really too big is going to be happening, but maybe bigger things will be happening. They're just going
Yeah.
to be manifesting themselves in different ways. And just kind of following that and seeing where that.
So you're telling me you're not doing Zoom concerts with your guitar?
Uh, Actually, fun to revisit those things. I've been playing music for a very long time, and I feel like it's something I've always taken for granted.
Mm,
And so now revisiting older songs and kind of
yeah.
reconnecting with that like childish energy of just playing and having fun. So
Good for the soul.
yeah, hey, if you got any song recommendations, bring them on. We'll make dedications.
All right, I'll get back to you.
All right, all right. That's it. It's funny that brings up another thing too. Like I think one of the hardest things during all this is how much I miss like having mass on campus with everyone, and like we play music in mass, and we have like a little, a little jam band in the back of the chapel,
Yeah.
and it's such a wholesome thing that I really took for granted because I've been missing that so much. And just being able to worship with everyone in community is just so powerful. Um, I can't wait to be back in that experience with everybody. So hopefully sooner rather than later, but we shall see. We shall
Yeah.
see. On another note, to make like a little bit of an informal announcement slash question, I guess, for everyone. These conversations have been a lot of fun. They've been going really well. I don't know about you, Chris, but I think the response has been awesome.
Yeah.
People are really liking them and appreciating the different perspectives that are being offered here through this. And we're really grateful of all the views and all the comments and all the all the nice things, the community that I feel like we're building with this. So looking into the summer, Chris has some great ideas. I have some ideas of how we can make this grow a bit. We're thinking about toying with the idea of making these longer form um, options, like almost like a podcast in a sense, but slowly working towards that. Um, so we would love to hear from you if you find yourself, thinking that there's something else we could be doing. You're like, hey, I got an idea. This would be really cool if we had this. Or if you have an idea for someone that you'd want to hear from, let us know. Send us an email. You can leave a comment. I think on YouTube you have the comments available there. Yeah, let us know. We'd love to hear from you. We're taking this summer to really grow and figure out new ways that we can take this whole campus conversations thing, because it's kind of grown and it's pretty cool.
Yeah,
So,
definitely.
yeah. Um, I guess that's it. I don't know. You got anything else? Final words before we depart for this lovely day?
Stay safe and stay healthy.
Yeah, yeah. Have a good one, everyone. We'll see you soon. We're gonna be working on some new episodes for Campus Conversations. We have some great guests lined up for this summer, I guess, season. We'll like kind of take a little seasons here for this little summer season. But please send us requests or ideas and things, and then we'll see what happens moving forward. All right. God bless. Talk to you soon.